Jimmy, FA Cup weekend, and nothing better than to go to a league club and look to spring a surprise.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. I think we spoke a couple of weeks about we want to try and stay in this competition for as long as we possibly can. To go to a League Two opposition to see exactly where we are and to try and cause an upset would be fantastic.
Have you managed to look too much into Scunthorpe? Yeah, I mean, obviously we've had the week to prepare, but I suppose they haven't prepared themselves as quite as they would have liked to.
No, obviously with their current COVID situation, it means that more than likely, hopefully, if they're sticking to the guidelines, they haven't trained. I suppose the one advantage they would have had over us is, we've prepped for, I think, 2 games since the tie. They've had no games to prep other than Solihull, so, maybe they've gone into a bit more detail in terms of their preparation, I don't know. But, surely we should have an upper hand on us having that access to the training pitch and to the grass to be able to put our game plan into action.
Clearly been the lower league side, we'd probably go to it as underdogs, but is it a mentality to go out there and just want to win the tie?
100%, yeah. It's a competition that you win, you get into the next round of the hat, and that's what we're looking to do. So I think also it's important for us as a staff and the players to understand and recognise that we are underdogs, and sometimes that can give you a bit more of an uplift. In saying that, we have done our due diligence. We've watched them. You can probably say this about lots of teams that are the wrong end of the table, that from the football that I've seen and some of the performances they've put in, they don't deserve to be there. They've been unfortunate. So most recently I think was the Cambridge United game that I watched, which they suffered a 5-0 defeat. It was never a 5-0 game. They conceded 2 penalties. There was an own goal. Goalkeeper's made a mistake. It's gone through his legs. So I didn't see the 5th goal. 4 out of the 5 goals, are more than avoidable kind of thing, and they create chances, and they've got some good players, so it'd be a tough test.
You had the week to prepare since the last game at Maidenhead, and the bits that you might not have been liked as much from the defeat, have you managed to work on those and prepare for Sunday?
Yeah, I mean we've not dwelled on them, but it's things that we've identified and said to the lads. I think more than anything it was lapsing concentration. When it's that old one where you're attacking, you get caught up in that offensive mindset, and we didn't think what if we turn it over, and I think we're a little bit too open. So, and that hasn't been the trend of the previous or the prior 5 games. We had 5 shutouts and clean sheets, and not saying that we didn't come close to conceding goals. Of course we did. We had some important blocks and some important saves, but our offensive balance and our ability to keep it penned in for a second and third wave attack has been far better than it was against Maidenhead. So not dwelled and not been over critical about that performance, because there was many good things. There was some questions we asked about player freshness, about player fatigue. I think we looked a little bit leggy towards the latter stage of the game, which is very unlike us.
Touching on the freshness in terms of players and players that have not been available, just the one disappointment I suppose is Callum Howell, long term, but what can you tell us about his injury? Yeah,
so Cal obviously is going he's going to go under the knife on Monday, and it'll probably be out between 4 to 6 months. So once the surgeon gets in and has a good look around and does a procedure, we'll have more of an idea of how long he's going to be. But obviously a big disappointment to us. He's a big asset to the football club, a big personality, a big player for us, and disappointed. Hence us having an inkling that would be the case and bringing Christian Pearce in. So I suppose we've been fortunate in many respects that the chairman and the owners and the board have backed us to be able to bring a replacement of such high quality.
And just touching on the other lads, the likes of Alex Goodyear, Nick Phillips, Jamie Ward, are they looking more positive and out on the grass? So which is obviously good news.
Yeah, so each and every one of those cases are all back on the grass, which obviously brings them closer and closer to their return to train date and closer to their return to play date. So we don't once they're out on the grass and and they're doing their football specific movements, we can't have a real flexible date of when they return. So I'm hoping, touch wood, that in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the very max, we'll have all those players back available for us.